All right, welcome back. Let's talk about Steph and Ayesha Curry. I'm not really a sport guy. I don't really watch sports. I only see what makes it to the news or the trends. Okay, so I'm looking at a story on Vibe.com. I also noticed that she was getting dragged everywhere on the internet. But let me read this, and then we're gonna try to extract some lessons out of it. She's been married for some years. I think she might be in her 30s right now. I'll get that out in a second. And she's saying the same things I hear from women all the time, almost sound like a regret, but people that interpret it as a regret are people that also tend to struggle in relationships. These are people that lack patience, people that struggle with patience in their personal life, people that are extremely critical about their significant others. They are the kind of people that will interpret her as, because they never take the time to listen longer. And I'm not excluding myself because my own attention span is about 30 seconds too. I'm working on it, So you have to learn how to listen long enough to really understand where people are coming from, not what just they're saying. Anyway, let me read this to you. It's on vibe.com. Oh, sorry, is it vibe.yahoo.com by way of Vibe? Before Ayesha Alexander became Ayesha Curry, she had no plans of becoming a wife and mother. She confessed during a now viral interview. She appeared on the Call Her Daddy podcast back in August. Call Her Daddy sound like a podcast that's about women empowerment. Call her daddy. She deserves happy Father's Day too. Shout out to Tonto DK. Anyway, back in August, she was on Call Her Daddy podcast and opened up about her life before her life. The 36-year-old admitted, I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be a career girl. And that's it. And then it happened so early in my life. I didn't even have time to think about what I wanted anymore. Ayesha married her first love, NBA star Steph Curry, at the tender age of 22. Never married at 22. Why? So you don't end up regretting at the age of 36. Listen to the full story. I was naive, very young, unpolished 22-year-old, like I didn't have much life experience, she shared. Well, what do you expect from a 22-year-old, right? Of course she didn't have much life experience. Does that make her not an adult? Does that make her not qualified to get into marriage? That's the question I want you to answer, okay? Because then you have to answer the follow-up question. At what point will she be qualified, if ever? Like I didn't have much life experience, she shared. Within a few months of being a newlywed, she found out she was pregnant. It was not on my bingo card, she quipped. Now, as a mother of four, Ayesha has no regrets. Oh, most people did not get to that part of the conversation. Ayesha has no regrets about the trajectory of her life. She also credited her resilience to being a young mom. Interesting. Okay, this is just one person's story. Not everybody feel that way, by the way. But at least one person feels that way. Go and listen to anybody that's done anything successfully. Either they got rich or they have good health at the age of 75, or they have good relationships, maybe a good marriage, a 47-year-old marriage that they're still enjoying. Because you're right, it's not about the number of years, it's about quality of years, but the one that they are still enjoying, right? Go and ask any one of them. Well, they will first of all tell you it's not perfect, and then they will tell you like it's been worth it all, right? Is it all of them? No. But me and you now, we have to make sure that yours become one of the success stories. That's the goal. We want to ensure, do everything in our power to make sure that your story is also a success story. It doesn't mean it's perfect. And the pursuit of perfection is the beginning of being a loser. Okay. However, I'm continuing to read. However, fans who recently caught wind of Ayesha's stance went off on the multifaceted businesswoman across several Instagram posts. One comment read, "Stop embarrassing your man to the world and go speak with a mental health professional for the sake of your family." All right, what did she say that was wrong? I actually listened to quite a bit of the interview, but what did she say that was wrong? You know what? Probably nothing. You probably just weren't patient enough to listen to the full story. It's all a journey. She's in the middle of a journey, right? Another person wrote, shout out to Steph for giving you the life you could never achieve on your own. Well, I would argue that Steph could not achieve his present life without this woman. I would make that argue with my full chest. Okay? If you can't see what I just said, you don't understand it, exactly. Problems everywhere. Exactly. There were others who defended Ayesha and praised their relationship. This is longevity. Block out the noise, Ayesha. Keep going. Keep being you. One user replies, someone else commented, if we good over here we're people. We're good over here. Worry about your own shit. Anyway, neither Ayesha nor Steph has directly addressed the backlash. They don't got time for that nonsense. But instead, have continued to let their love speak for itself. All right. So there's some good lessons in that. Real quick, let me share with you. Life doesn't always follow whatever your plan is. That's what we call life. It's not a marriage thing. It's just life. So one thing you're going to, if you're part of the Prestige family, you have to embrace adaptability for sure. You have to own your choices. If you don't own your choice, you go collect. Okay? You have to own your choice without shame. Guilt is a poison. Shame and guilt are poisons. Okay? If you engage them, yes, they take effect. It doesn't matter if you didn't mean to or not. Okay? That's not how it works. If you engage toxic shaming from other people, you deserve everything that comes with it, because now you've heard me. Don't engage them. Okay? Growth and fulfillment, growth, the basic human need, they are going to come from an expected path. It's just life. Okay? Embrace it. And that's what winners do. That's what winners do. You guys let's see. Okay, Marriott is still with me here. Let me read your comments, Marriott. You know I have to read your comments. They married super young. What does career girl mean? Working women don't marry. See, problems. The internet will forever drag her. She said some judgmental things when she was a plain Jane Jesus baby. I'm sure she did. Yeah, she's grown since then, but won't own her evangelical nonsense. I hear you. That's the thing. Like I've said, nobody's path. When you're talking a lot, like for example, me, you will miss ya at some point. Shout out to Nato. I know you're in the background. You will miss ya at some point. If you're talking a lot, if you're going through life, you will miss ya. You will misdo things. You will make mistakes. That's what I mean by unexpected paths. As long as you embrace your choices, it can't really be used against you. If you try to defend that, you go shalaye. No evidence.
Please, because no evidence.
Yeah. So, but that's a quick lesson from that. Let's just embrace our choices, but just know that it's a journey. It's a journey. But again, as usual, if there are issues, you have things on a personal level you want to complain about, make sure you are addressing it from the standpoint of your personal story, because there are principles, but they have to be applicable to specific nuances in your personal story. Hit the like button, share, subscribe. I'll be right back. This is Ola, man of Prestige, your favorite relationship and marriage coach. If you enjoyed this, smash that like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs it. Be a part of the Prestige family. My wife Lola and I have written 2 powerful books, Get My Marriage Back and Number 1 Red Flag, yours free at manofprestige.com. For personal coaching, send me a WhatsApp request for consultation to +1 732 305 8577. Stay tuned for more. Your journey to love and prestige starts here.